All right, goals for 2024, poker, channel, and personal. Start with poker, 190 hours per month. So in 2022, I played about 180. The channel stuff was kind of new to me. I've gotten used to it now. I know about editing more so and like just planning the videos. So should have a little more time. I am planning something else that will take a little of my time, but I think I should be able to play 190. Last year's goal was 200. It was a little ambitious. I think I should be able to pull off 190. So that will be February through November. If I don't deal during the series, that will be all 10 months, February through November. If I do, it'll be the 8 months, February through November, but excluding June and July. So if I deal during the series, it would be all of June, and it would be, you know, 1 or 2 weeks in July. And if I do that and the hours are like I expect, a lot of double shifts, then after it's over, I mean for like a week, for 10 days, maybe even 2 weeks, not do anything. A vacation, whether it's in Vegas or actually go somewhere for a vacation. But July would have very little poker. June would probably have literally zero. So either 10 months or 8 months, depending on if I deal the series. Let's make it 12 cities this year. Last year was 10. 12 cities for the channel. For one, officially, if it's just one night for a road trip, that doesn't count. But if it's a day just for like a cool trip like baseball or baseball plus poker or something like that, that would count. But I'll try. So that's officially 12 cities is the goal. But I will try to take like different paths across the country. I usually take that I-80 path going, whether I'm going east or west. I have taken the southern route before. I don't think I've taken it since I've had the channel, but I'll try to take a different route as I'm moving around. Really can't do anything like Vegas to Southern California or Vegas to Phoenix, but if it's a longer trip, I'll try to take a different route and have some different stops along the way. Environmentally, no liners in the hotel rooms and no bags if I could help it at the restaurants, at the supermarkets. I actually have my parents right now not throwing away bags they usually would. I'm keeping them, and I will use them at least for a second time, probably for a garbage, maybe for another reason throughout the year. So that's my environmental goal. And this is a much better expenses goal as it relates to food. So I used to just keep food in one category. Last year I changed it to like supermarkets was the main category, fancier dinners was the second. It's still gonna be those two categories, like supermarkets, meals that aren't all that expensive, if I'm ever like short on comps on the strip, stuff like that. And I think the second row is called fancy dinners. But this is how I'm gonna do it. Still gonna be those two categories. 200 total on average. So February through November is 10 months. 200 total is $2,000 spent on food between February 1st and November 30th. And the breakdown doesn't need to be this way, although this is what I'm planning on the breakdown being. 125 on food, you know, that common category, supermarket, stuff like that, and 75 on fancier dinner. So that's each month. I could go to one place like Herbs and Rye or Texas State Brazil. That's about $75. Or I could go to like two places like El Dorado, something like that. And 125, even though I think I've only spent below $200 on food like twice in my life, it's definitely doable. October of this past year, October 2023, like was a great month for me to prove to myself that I could do it. I always knew it was possible on paper. Finally did it. It was a lot of oatmeal. It was just a lot of being intelligent. I bought like one pack of sausages that lasted me like most of the month at Winco. And especially with all the comps. It wouldn't be this low if there were no comps in poker, but with all the comps and with just being able to be smart in supermarkets, and also it's not just money, it's also healthy, because despite what a lot of marketers will have you think, the healthier food is cheaper. So I should be able to do that for most of the month, for most of the year. You know, keep portions moderate, keep the food healthy, be smart in the supermarkets, not go overboard. If I want to go overboard, if I just want to eat a ton, all right, use the comps, go to a buffet. Bellagio, actually the only place I like in Bellagio is the buffet. I go to the MGM a ton. It's not like I'll starve. I will lose weight gradually. I'll be healthier and also healthier monetarily. And a weight loss goal. So last year at the start of the year I was about 254. I got down to a low of about 237.5, and my goal was 225. So I failed that. I don't want to go much lower since I didn't even meet it, but I do want to do something different. So I'll say get to below 221. That sounds weird, but my scale has a 1 decimal place. So if I ever step on the scale and it's 220 point something, so that's below 221, but that first number, regardless of the fraction at the end, regardless of the decimal, 220, that would be a nice goal to hit. 220. I don't think I've been 220 since since like November 2008. I don't think so. That would be a good goal to hit. So there it is, my poker goals, environmental, channel, monetary, and personal goals, all in this video. And remember, rice is a spoon food.